Hey everybody, it's Isaac here back with another video, and in today's video we are going to be just kind of doing like a part 2 to one of my earlier videos. In one of my earlier videos I basically described the two basic types of keyboards and which one's right for you. However, I didn't go into much detail and I didn't really give too many examples. So today we're going to do a part 2 to that video. If you guys like this sort of content, please let me know in the comments. I'm starting to run out of video ideas, so if you guys have any video ideas, please let me know. But we're going to get right into the video. But first I need to say something very important. You guys need to know this. In the comments section on my videos, every once in a while you'll see a random person comment something with a link in it. Do not click on the link. It's typically something really short, .net, like a 3-letter word, .net, doesn't really matter what it is. But basically, do not click on that link. It is a virus. This has been going around YouTube for a while. You guys need to know this because you can get your computer in some serious issues if you click on those links. I do my best to try to remove the links as fast as possible. If I could figure out how to get like a moderator for my comments, I would, but I don't think that's possible with YouTube. So now that that's out of the way, let's get into the video. So the two basic types of keyboards are membrane and mechanical. Some people call them rubber dome and mechanical. A lot of times mechanical keyboards are referred to as gaming keyboards. So first we're going to go over the main difference, which is the mechanism. So on most membrane keyboards, we're going to start with membranes because that's the most common. Membrane would be like what's on your laptop. And if you ever cannot talk today, if you have ever taken off keys on a laptop keyboard, you will see there's a little rubber dome underneath, which makes kind of like a quiet, like, because I have my laptop keyboard right here. It's quiet. It typically feels decently good, unless it's a cheap keyboard. Like I have another one over here. This one's just a cheap membrane keyboard. It sounds really bad, especially the spacebar. But as long as you have a decent quality membrane keyboard, they're very high quality typically. Well, it just depends on the keyboard too. I have several membrane keyboards that are really bad, but it's the most common type. A lot of typists use them because they have very, very short travel distance. You hardly have to press on them. And they're everywhere, so everyone uses them. Or there is another type of there is a new type of, well, not new, it's actually been around longer than membrane keyboards. It's called the mechanical keyboard. It has like the raised keys. It looks very blocky. It's also very loud. And I personally like mechanical keyboards more personality. They're easier to press. Well, it depends on the switch you get. But instead of a little rubber dome that sends an electrical signal, it's like a switch. So you have like a hollow cube, and then you have like a switch, which is like a plunger, and it kind of goes down and it either hits something on the bottom of the switch or it clips something on the side. And there are three main types of switches. There are linear switches, which are very smooth, very popular with gaming keyboards. Tactile, which is kind of in between, has a small click. Like my keyboard has tactile switches. You can hear a little bit of a click. And then there's clicky switches, which are very loud, very clicky. I do not have a clicky keyboard. I personally think they're a little too loud, but a lot of typists really like them. I personally like tactile because it's the best of both worlds. I know a lot of people also like linear because it's very smooth. It's just personal preference. Mechanical keyboards are typically pretty good quality. They'll last you a long time. They're commonly known as gaming keyboards. Mine looks sort of like this. I'm going to try to carefully move the webcam. That's mine. If I turn off the LED lighting, it looks like this. But anyway, I highly suggest mechanical keyboards if you want a keyboard that's going to last you a while. I really like my mechanical keyboard. It took like a week to get used to, but after that I could type just about as well as I could on a laptop keyboard. And now I type better on a mechanical. Now there are several different types of mechanical keyboards. Like there's your gaming keyboards, those light up. They're typically a bit more expensive. And then there's just your normal office mechanical keyboards. Now keep in mind that not every keyboard with raised keys is mechanical. There are plenty of keyboards with the big blocky keys that are not mechanical, and it's pretty hard to tell the difference until you get like an actual mechanical keyboard. So anyway, now we're going to discuss the sound. So a membrane keyboard, at least this is my laptop membrane keyboard. I'll position the webcam. There we go. It sounds like this. Yeah, you guys get the idea. It's very quiet. It also sounds like this when I'm typing. This is a pretty good membrane keyboard for a laptop. And then you have your mechanical keyboards. I'll actually scoot it closer so the webcam can see it a bit more. It also sounds like this when I'm typing on it. And I really like mechanical keyboards. They have more quote-unquote personality. But if we reposition the webcam, actually, you know what, we're going to leave it there. Now we're going to do a typing test on Monkey Type. This is one of my favorite typing websites for warming up. Basically gives you some words. I'm going to start with membrane keyboard. I probably failed that. Nope. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Okay, sorry. There's too much lag. Okay, no, we're not doing that. Okay, that was still terrible. I think my computer's actually being too laggy to record it. Here, I'll try it one more time. Okay. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm not very good with membrane keyboards anymore because I'm used to my mechanical. Now if we do a typing test on my mechanical. Okay, just a second. I typically get like 130s to 140s on Monkey Type, but you know, it's really laggy. I'll try again. That was, what? This is weird. Anyway, it should record, but it's not. For whatever reason, it's really laggy. It doesn't seem to be saving, but typically, like, that was like a 140. I don't know what was going on with the 95 words per minute. But anyway, you guys get the difference. Mechanical are basically louder, more durable. Membrane keyboards are quieter, a little bit less durable, but they're also, like, if you take good care of your membrane keyboard, they can make pretty solid keyboards. So now we're going to reposition the webcam again. I have to be very careful when I'm repositioning my webcam, because if I move it too fast, it'll sound like I'm beating it to death, because the microphone's really sensitive. So now we're going to discuss which keyboard is right for you. Now, if you're a two-finger typist, and I assume some of the people watching are two-finger typists, I would suggest a membrane keyboard. There are plenty of two-finger typists that you do use mechanical keyboards. However, because you use two fingers, you're typically sliding your fingers around the keyboard, and because of that, it's just easier to have a flat keyboard that you don't have to hit the keys very hard or travel the keys very far, meaning like, you don't have to push it down several millimeters. Like my laptop keyboard travel is like 1 millimeter, my mechanical is 4. However, if you are a home row typist and you use at least 6 of your fingers, I think that's what considers someone as a home row typist. I use 9 fingers. Actually, I use 8. I occasionally use I use 9 fingers. Anyway, I recommend a mechanical keyboard. Obviously, there are always going to be people that are going to want a membrane keyboard, but I personally think mechanical is better. You can't slide your fingers around as easily, and I know a lot of people like that. But once you get used to your mechanical, it is a pretty nice keyboard to use. I have the Pro 2. It's a gaming keyboard. It's amazing. I would highly recommend it if you're looking to spend about $100 on a keyboard. But overall, mechanical keyboard's a very solid choice. Of course, what I truly recommend is that you try both. Maybe get like a cheap mechanical keyboard off of the internet. Make sure it has real switches. Don't get something semi-mechanical. Don't get something mechanical feeling. Make sure it has real mechanical switches if you're going to get a mechanical keyboard, because there are so many really cheap keyboards out there that don't use real switches that claim they do, or mechanical feeling. So, and if you don't like the mechanical keyboard, then hey, you have a keyboard that you can use if you're doing online games, because mechanical keyboards do have better, what's it called? It's called ghosting. Like, my mechanical keyboard I can press all the keys down at the same time, and they will all register in the exact order I press them, which is super useful when you're gaming. Because WASD is arrow keys, and if you do a really complicated move, then of course you're going to want to have it register. Whereas most membrane keyboards do not have all key rollover. Yeah, that's what it's called, all key rollover. Make sure you get a keyboard with at least 5 key rollover. That's probably pretty good. Typically you won't find that information about a keyboard, but as long as it's truly mechanical, it should have all key rollover. So I thank you all for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, it'd be amazing if you could like and subscribe. We haven't gained a subscriber in a little while, so it'd be nice if you guys could subscribe. If you have any sort of suggestions for me, please let me know. Please suggest video ideas, specifically challenge videos, but you guys are the fans. You guys can decide what videos I make. Thank you all for watching. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see you all in the next video.